Hello there, welcome to Uncertainty Principle. Now, in this video, I'm going to show around this MCP server which I've created, which the name is the Windows Management Task Tools. So if you've already not heard of it, that's wrong because I've just published it yesterday on PyPy and as well as MCP registry. As you could see here, you could just come here, you could come over here, Windows Management Task, and you could just type pip install Windows Management MCP server and just follow the instructions. I do have a GitHub version of it. I've deployed on GitHub, so you could come over, you could start it if you'd like it, and of course you could fork the repo, you could do some updates, and you could do some push as well. Now let me try it out live to show you around how it works. Now for example here, let me ask for example Claude Code, which is my AI client in this case. You could, for example, use Codex, you could use chat, you could have Windsurf, you could have anti-gravity being your client, that it doesn't matter. It works anyway with whichever AI client you have. Alright, now so I've asked it like to fire some photos. In this case, test right, Windows Task Manager, get system info, Windows Task Manager, get CPU usage, Windows Task Manager, get memory usage, Windows Task Manager, get the process. You could see as well, for example, PC, Lenovo, this is my name, this is how much time I've been uptime, since about 4 days and 60 hours. Now CPU usage is about 42.8% overall. Now the memory, you could see here it's responded like the memory usage is about, it basically just remains 1.50 gigabytes free, so it doesn't remain that much. Now let me try with another tools so you could see how much powerful this is. Now I like to show around the capabilities of this MCP server. Try out, try out, try out some of the GPU and CPU related tools. Now we just have to wait for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, so it could actually call them. It actually run on your local machine since obviously uh, it's related to your operating system, like tools like getting your GPU usage, your memory usage, your folder usage. So it has to be on your local computer. So let me wait a second. You could see here Windows Task Manager, get GPU usage, get GPU details, get GPU performance summary. Now actually this tool is quite powerful because instead of just coming over anytime to do Task Manager, which is kind of boring to, especially if you're working on some project and you don't want to left your session, or you just don't want to leave the editor, or even better, like for example, you like to see the performance of your GPU and which one are consuming more space. Like for example, your NVIDIA control panel, which is my graphic card. Instead of just leaving my VS Code, my editor, and going over there to look around the performance and stuff, I just would ask this Windows Task Manager to do it for me. Like for example, you could see here are some of the specifics. So of course, 8 physical GPU, dual GPU setup. What do you think the GPU right now? Disk health, points from 104. Alright, so since I don't have much space, let me ask it what are the folders or files, better files, which are consuming mostly my disk. Cite me all of them. Alright, let me wait. It does actually have tools for deleting stuff. Like for example, you don't want to go around yourself to look for temporary folders for, I don't know, all the miscellaneous softwares you'd install. So it's actually much faster to just come over here and type like in natural language. It just goes with the AI client, and it is actually much faster. So It's actually an MCP server which I have to use like anytime from here on out. Now that it does have like about 96 tools, which actually is quite powerful. So it does cover a lot of stuff. Just check it out and give me your view there. I'd like to hear how useful would this be to you. So let me analyze the directory space. Let me wait. Um, well, this query is what do you call it? It's quite heavy, so since it has to kind of scan a lot of my folders. Of course, there are a lot, especially if there are folders like the temporary files, which have a lot of files that would be quite heavy. It would quite a lot of time to scan, so we have to wait a little. So let me see here. Run full cleanup report on the post-parallel analysis of the key user folders all at once. You could actually kind of see here. I've done it using Python, which you have the option if you were to create your MCP server, you have like the option to use the library from the Python libraries, like it's called MCP, or you could use Node.js, which is another option. You could see kind of the configurations here, like package like .json. Uh, Here there will be a VS Code extension as well if you prefer that version. But there is also the package version. It's on MCP registry, so it's up to you to choose whichever one is more convenient. As for myself, I do already have it on local, so I don't have the need to install the package myself. But I could do so later, maybe. No, this is taking quite a lot of time, like about 60 seconds or 80 seconds. Let us wait, so see what the results are. So let me. Well, this is kind of taking a lot of time since you could even hear my PC is actually quite heating up. It's kind of heavy task to do, but it actually is much more faster than say to use a server called what the name was tree tree size tree, which is quite powerful, but it doesn't like let you have to discuss about your files or folders in natural language. This one is much more faster. It's much more efficient. It's much more safe as well, since your LLM does train a lot of code stuff, so it does know which command could be dangerous or harmful. Contrary to yourself, system programmer, which could sometimes without knowing like to type a command in CLI, like to delete a lot of stuff, which could be reversible at some point. But this one, it does have like a lot of tools like to safely delete the MCP servers and then to put them in the recycle bin, which is much faster and much safer as well. And now this is taking a lot of time. I don't want to drag on the video, so I would kind of cut it short, even though you didn't see the results of the task I've asked it. So let me wait a little here. Windows Task Manager, Utilize Directory Space. Well, this is taking a lot of time. As I was saying, mm, all right, now continue right here. Although this kind of took a lot of time, but anyway, you do have the results. So, for example, here it's saying like page development system, 30, almost 38 gigabytes. Now this almost 7 gigabytes, almost 130, 35, like here, 43, 14, 14, 5, 6, 6, 9, 5. This is actually kind of useful. It's a lot more useful than just typing command line. comments, like for example, it's much more safer since the tool it's been already designed to answer all this kind of queries. You can kind of see here the recommendation given by the AI client, in this case Claude Code, and also there are actually more tools than just this one for auditing your memory usage. There are a lot more, like for the GPU usage, CPU usage, and a lot more. Just make sure to check it out on the GitHub repo as well as the Python package, which you can install via this simple command: pip install this package, Windows Management MCP server. So that's about it for this video, and I'll catch you on the next video.